from what we understand, Spirit Airlines couldn't reach a deal with its creditors, and so the creditors were a roadblock. Bloomberg earlier reported that creditors were a roadblock in agreeing to any deal with the government, and that was primarily because of concerns about what basically liabilities and what their recoveries would look like post a government deal. I mean, remember the government was proposing them superseding other lenders, and so that's turned into a bit of a the creditors weren't sort of happy with that deal, and so we understand because of that the government deal can't go forward, and that's really forcing Spirit Airlines to consider bankruptcy and shutting down essentially.
Okay, so a shutdown, what would that look like for an airline? How long does that take?
Shutdowns usually take a few, it could take a matter of a couple of days or it could be a day, and it would sort of cause considerable discomfort and considerable sort of pain to various people. So on one hand, you have the passengers who would then be stranded without options in terms of being able to fly. I mean, we may see some of the other airlines and their competitors offering rescue flights or other sort of alternatives. But as far as because the consumers are concerned, they would be sort of looking for a way to get out of like their flights and see where they could go to. And the other concern is one for the staff and essentially what happens with them, and then also the assets of the airline and what happens with the aircraft and other sort of assets that the airline has. So there's multi-facets to that thing, and we are still looking to see what the rollout's going to be if there is, in fact, no chance of saving this.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the DES screen for Spirit Airlines. It shows it has about almost 10,000 employees. So that's the human side of it. Is there any chance, Sid, that another airline could come in here? I see that JetBlue stock is down more than 4%. Maybe people speculating that they might come in and try to buy this thing.
There could be speculation that the assets could go up for the assets could be available to other airlines to get them. There's also a possibility that the creditors and the government reach some sort of agreement just in the sort of final hours. So it's still not yet over, but we will be watching the story to see what happens next.
Looking at JetBlue Airways right now, the stock's actually trading up. I correct myself. The stock's trading up a little bit, but I wonder, the government blocked them before, so I'm not sure they would proceed again here.
That's a good question. I mean, Sid, do you think the government might try to pivot and not force consolidation, but encourage an airline to pick up Spirit?
The government would try, but again, the stumbling block would be what price those are paid and essentially what the creditors sort of want from this. So it is hard to see how an airline could come in and get a merger done, especially given that Spirit's been running out of cash and there's no real, they're in their second bankruptcy. I mean, they were meant to exit their second bankruptcy.
Good point.
And so it's hard to see how that could happen so quickly in terms of giving them a lifeline to actually keep going.